Welcome, 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 everybody. Long time no see. And as you can see, I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere. That's because while I've been gone, been a little busy, had some stuff going on. But to kind of get over that and welcome all of you lovely people back, we're going to be starting a new series. And what better way than to start one called Road to Relaxation? Now, what are we going to be doing in Road to Relaxation? Well, just as it sounds. We are going to be trying to get from Earth-like all the way through the solar system, trying to stop at each planet, visit it for a little bit, maybe make some friends with the locals, highly doubt it, and see what we can figure out. As you can see, I have no helmet on, and that's because we have a few mods. Now, they're not heavy mods, are not going to be something that completely changes the way the game is played. It's mainly just to add some life into the game and to kind of give us a little bit of a challenge. As you can see, I have no helmet on and my suit looks a little different, and that is because we are doing the no suits, and mainly just because I like to torture myself. Kind of a masochist. What do you want me to say? The other part is we have water. Yes. We're going to be building boats. So why don't we go ahead and get started with that? Now, as for the whole mods thing, I did have to do a little setup beforehand, as you can tell. Looks like a cert's already onto their bullcrap. And my respawn pod wasn't in the greatest of positions. So, while I did spawn in my own starter rover, it is nothing that is going to give me an advantage over anything else. I do still have basically everything you would get on the respawn pod, just on a rover. Now, well, the wheels might be a little bit of a leg up, and the cryo, of course, but it's not something miraculous. I'm not going to be building space shuttles with this thing. But one thing I do want to do is put all this stuff into the barrel and get going. Now, I did just plop the rover down here because I figured it was the most fair I could be with the respawn pod being down there, and I don't really want to be drowning off of the get-go. I don't know about all you, but not really on the top of my list of things to do today. For that, let's go ahead and get going. And while we get going to find our new home, I do want to find a location that's easy access to the water, but also has some nice terrain near it, and maybe find a salvage or two. What is down here? Let's see what it looks like access-wise down here. Because this isn't terrible. Not the flattest thing in the world, but we can live with that. We have water access. Looks like it. A little flat here to get started. We have water access, basically a ramp right there. Then a little flat here. Okay. I can live with that. Sure. Oh, I better put the parking brake on that. If you guys don't know and you're not in the server, this rover was created by one of my admins and good friends, Nari. Last thing I want is to upset him because I let his rover just... yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring it back here towards the hillside, and we will kind of get it out of harm's way. How about that? But next thing I want to do is kind of figure out what I want to do here. So we have kind of a boat dock down, or boat ramp anyway, down this way. We could have this as like up into a garage almost. Yeah. And then you have an exit out back. And then we can put like the starting platform here. I kind of like that. So, let's go ahead and do it. And then we can work from there. So I figure we could have like the main facility in that cliff face maybe. And then have this as, I don't know, maybe a launch pad on top or something like that. We'll kind of build it as we go. This is definitely not going to be an overnight thing because I still need to figure out where ores are because I have no idea. And then we'll get going. Yeah. But first things first, let me fill up my energons. And let's go ahead and get holes done. Ooh, you know what? I am going to do something first. I am going... Ooh, hold on. Which barrel did I put stuff in? Should probably figure that out, huh? Yep, all done. Am I full? Oh no. I can't hold bottles because I don't... Because I took the suit off, it won't let me hold the oxygen and hydrogen bottles. Oops. Okay, well, I guess that those are staying then. Because normally, like, in our public server, you could take these 2 barrels and put a medium cargo here, but, doesn't look like I'll be doing that. Fair enough. I guess we're just gonna start drilling. Alright, let's do that. Okay, so, you remember how I said I kinda hate myself sometimes? Oh well. Yeah, something along those lines. I like to torture myself. Yeah, that's what I said. As far as that goes, I completely forgot that I have better resources on. So what that means, if you've never used it, it adds a whole lot of stuff. Aluminum, copper, organics. It adds more resources, galvanized wire to the planets, and I completely forgot about it. So that kind of took me by surprise. Yeah, so that'll be fun to play with. I do have some stuff going in though, so, but that also makes my inventory a lot smaller. So, we are going to just use the steel plates and go ahead and build our stuff. I think we can put it over there, right? Actually, let's just go ahead and start building a platform here, I guess. We can just dig out this mountain a little bit. Why not? Start acting like the hermits that we are. Oh well. Gonna be. Right? Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to drilling. I just figured I'd let you know about my torturous methods. And I'll get a starter base up and going, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we should be pretty good to go as far as starter bases go. I'm just going to get a little bit more stone here, and I will give you the rundown. Well, rundown, basically just a small tour. I built a big hole. So I have a basic refinery, FYI. I have a basic assembler, and then I have 2 wind turbines. Don't mind the scaffolding. The whole no suits thing kind of makes it hard to fly. So, oh god, sorry, had to adjust. So I want to get this small cargo container built. I'm hoping Nari put something on the rovers as far as grids go. I believe so, because he said that there's basically all the parts from a drop pod on that rover. They're very similar, and I made sure to reference like the grids and tubes and stuff like that for beginning players in the server, and he assured me that they were there. Now in the server, I didn't have to actually take the rover apart to find out. We ended up finding a pretty decent sized salvage ship that we ended up using. It was pretty good. We got lucky. And so I never got a chance to take it apart.
Inventory full.
So we're gonna do that. Not fully. I just want to look it over, double check it, because we're gonna need some metal grids. And I'm hoping our assembler here, if I can, there we go, yep, we got metal grids, cool. So yeah, I just need or not metal grids, small steel tubes, I'm sorry. So I just need the metal grids. And I don't know where he would have put. That's build planner. Did he use like heavy armor in a couple spots? That's tempered glass in construction. What about the rover cockpits? Nope, those are basic materials. We got the oxygen tank. Well, I could have got my small steel tubes from there, I guess. Don't necessarily need it. Those just have large steel tubes, which is nice. Is he sure that he... Is it on top, maybe? Nope. What about... Ooh! There we go. I like how he tucked it in. And then he does have a gyro that could probably work as well. But that thruster will definitely work. Let's go ahead and get the grids from that. Oops. Little G back up. Not what I want to do, right? I want that. There we go. Cool. So now I should have all of my starting equipment. Yeah. And if you've never built a starter base before, it doesn't necessarily need to be to the side of a mountain. It does help, because then you can just take what you get from there and refine it. But you do want to make sure you're locked into the voxels, because the easiest mode of power generation is going to be these wind turbines. So you want them at least 8 or 9 above the voxels, which without a jetpack becomes kind of a chore. That's why you see these pieces here, because I had to walk out to them to build them. But then if you build more than one, you want to try and have them around 8 apart. And then 8 up, just because it would have been right here on the voxels again. So I just want another 8 up and up. Just so I can build to it. Simple enough, right? Right. So now that we have a little starter base, I think we need to give us some room. And that is going to need a drill. And possibly some genius ideas. Right? I think so. So, I want to get some more stone, because we're going to need it. But I also want to tell you what my idea is. The way I want to try and get this little starter base, I guess, that we will eventually turn into something else. The way I want to get it going is to build the typical
inventory full
drill arm with just a piston. Nothing special. It's just going to be a piston with, well, not even a rotor on it. It's just going to have probably a wall of drills, to be honest with you. That's going to be the simplest thing to do. And yeah, I know, my energy, blah, blah, blah. But that's just going to be the simplest way to go about it. That way, we can just get as much stone as possible, just clear out a nice straight hole, and go from there. But I'm going to put it on an event controller, and I'll show you what I mean when I get that. Let's put a drill, and I'll show you what these other stuff are later. But we want a piston. I need steel plate. Do I have any? I do. Aha. Need steel plate. And then we need our drills. Why can I not put a drill? Is there something in the way? Is it these? Maybe? Yes, I'm just right-clicking, because I want to see if that's what's going on. And that's the easiest way to clear out any... Yep, that's what was going on. Cool. We got 2 there. Let's go ahead... get these going, because I don't need my prep stuff anymore. Let's get our building blocks organized here. And then let's get us a little platform. And... nice. Can't do that. There we go. Do a little bit of this out so we can get the drills in, and we should be okay. But doing it this way, I should get a nice clean
inventory
hole
full
to drill into, and not really have to worry about... I gotta go all the way around. Damn it! 'Cause I can't fly. There we go. I should get a nice clean hole to be able to actually get stuff done in, put up some actual production,
inventory
and
full
start planning some stuff out. So let me get these welded up and built up, because these refineries, or these stone that I'm picking up, are going to end up building these drills. And it's just going to take a process. Hopefully not too long. Be right back. Alright, we should have all of our parts. Now, I did only build one drill, and that's just so we can get some stuff moving here. Let's see. We're going to turn the drill on. Hope it doesn't blow something up. Cool. We should be okay. I do want to just get rid of these, just in case. Last thing I want is wasted material. So, yeah. But the next thing I want to do is get an event controller. And put it... where should we put it? I need interior plating. We'll put it up here. That should be fine. And we can go through here. Did I do that? Yes. Let's go ahead and put it to production. Shouldn't take all that long, honestly, because might have half of the parts. Some of them, not all. Probably gonna need more stone though. So while that builds, let's get some more. And basically the idea behind this is going to be having the drills and piston turn off whenever the cargo container gets about 50 to 60% full. This way we don't flood our container with just stone, and we won't have to worry about not having any space for materials. Because that seems to be one thing a lot of people struggle with off the get-go, is just building too much at once or drilling too much at once, and now you gotta dump half of it to basically make space for parts you're trying to build. We're gonna avoid that with the event controller. That should be okay. Let's see if we can get all the parts. Yep. Cool. So we will build this, and I will show you how to set it up. Alright. So, first off, I want to make sure I have the right stuff. When you get to building large bases, this is going to become very important. At the beginning, it's not going to be too terrible, but get in the habit of renaming your blocks, just so you don't have to worry about it later. When you get a large base and you have 20 event controllers going off, you want to make sure you're changing the right one. So, we have cargo filled, and we're going to leave it as equal or greater than, and we're going to put it up to, let's say, 60. And then I want to do the small cargo container. We're going to add it to there. Then we're going to select our actions. We want the drill piston to turn off and then turn on. When adjusting event controllers, your left one is what happens when it reaches the setting that you set it for. So whenever this event controller senses that the small cargo container is 60% full or greater, it is going to turn off the drill piston, and then it will turn it back on. It's hard to see here, but there is a toolbar here. If you hit Control 2 or 3 all the way up to 9, it's a different option. Now you can only put one thing on each, unlike timer blocks where you can put multiple, but you can go through and do what you want to do. So we have our piston on the first one for on, or to turn the piston off, otherwise it's on. And for our second one, we are going to take the drills and turn them off, otherwise they will be on. And we will do that. Next, we're going to set our drill piston with a speed of 0. Let's say 0.2. Now, is that moving at all? Yes, it is. Let's go ahead and turn our drill on. As that drill pushes forward, it will start filling up the cargo. Yep. Small cargo container. Now the small cargo container is going to get to about 60%. And then it will stop the drill and drill piston. And then when this eventually reaches its max length, we can just pull it back, add
Energy
2 or 4
low.
more, and then be good to go. In the meantime, I want to be able to kind of survive a little bit and respawn at this location if anything were to happen, and maybe use this rover as kind of, well, basically an exploration rover like it is, but I don't want all my valuable stuff, like the survival kit and the cryopod, just hanging out here. Plus I got some stuff in here that, that's a cryo chamber. What is that? Oh, because it doesn't give me the barrel stuff. There it is. And I still can't pick up the bottles. Love that. But what I can do is pick up all this stuff and throw it in here. There we go. We'll throw that in there too, because I don't need it yet. Nothing's really come my way yet. There's been a few things flying over, but nothing horrible. That one's empty. Let's go ahead and take that off. And this one, I'm going to go ahead and take off anyway. Those bottles might cause a problem. Or not. But we should be okay. Excuse me? Did they go into the assembler? That's weird. I don't think so. How much? Is a little awkward. Okay, whatever. Let's see. I guess I should move the survival kit first. This way I have the respawn point. It would probably be smart. And I guess I can put it on top here. I just don't want it shot if one of these assert or any of the other guys come after me. That's the hopes anyway. Yeah. Maybe we'll put it in here temporarily. No, because I'm going to put more drills. So yeah, we will just put it here, and I can just use the hillside for getting up and down. Now, let me make sure I'm getting the parts, because those barrels were very suspicious. I should have a steel plate. Yes. I just want to make sure I'm getting everything, because that just made me a little weary. And medical components are very hard to come by. Because if I lost those, I don't have any silver at all. So that this would be impossible to get, and I would not have a respawn spot until I fix that. So let's go ahead and put that. And I just need some steel plates, which I honestly should have already. And we'll be good to go. Now I will have to watch power output on our little setup here, because as you can see, this shows as offline. So we don't want that. We want it on. Max required input 15 kilowatts. What is the current input? Current wind speed 75. Minor overload. 2 kilowatts, huh? Okay. Looks like we're adding another turbine. Probably should have thought about that before.
Low.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Darn it. Steel plate. Let me have a bunch of those. For now, let's turn that survival kit off. Our piston is still extending, so we are getting stone. Refinery is not moving, though. Why is our refinery not doing anything? We're not full there. $700 iron in the... Oh, okay. Never mind. That's why. So always make sure you choose the basic assembler, because sometimes it will go straight to the survival kit, especially since I'm kind of standing at it. Basic assembler. Let's make sure we're good. Assembler has 63 iron. Why? Where's the rest? Let's turn that off for now. What do we got going on here? There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. We're gonna have to get that power up and going as soon as we can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I'm just gonna make our pillar here. And I'll probably bring the platform
Energy
out
critical.
here too. Alright, and that should be our parts. Grab all that up. And there we go.
Energy critical.
Now, this won't solve our power problems. This will just get us back to kind of equal. I want to probably get that second tower over here done in the same fashion. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I probably want to just get rid of that one for now, because I don't want to blow it up. Now I am just going to right-click drill these to kind of make it a little faster.
No energy.
Uh-oh. That's going to be painful. Oh, well, I guess not, because we're on atmosphere, so I don't really have to worry too much about it. It just becomes a nuisance. Good thing I have a cryopod that is upside down, and my head is facing the floor. Thanks, Dari. Appreciate the thought behind it. Alright, before all the blood rushes to my head, let's go ahead and finish this off. What do we need? We need that one and one more. I want to get rid of those because I don't like voxels that have a chance of breaking something because I can't see it. No magic voxels. Cool. Love it. Now, if I can do that. And if I can get up here high enough. One more. Okay. Maybe. This is the part where no jetpack becomes a problem because can't get anywhere without going all the way above and trying to come down on top of it. Kind of like that. There we go. Now if we go back, we can get a fourth one up. Let's make sure, yeah. Sometimes build planner doesn't clear those out all the way. Because maybe you had some parts in your inventory that were used to fill it and all that kind of stuff. Really weird. Don't ever trust build planner. 3 girders, 2 computers. There we go. What does it say? Don't take that long to make them. Hey, now we gotta make the run all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. And hopefully... Ah! Get back up here. There we go. Yay. Now this should give us a little bit excess of power. It's where we can start turning things on and run everything. And just to help a little bit, what we will do is get some batteries. Now to help kind of PCU usage on my game, and to where I don't need a crap ton of batteries, I got the modded batteries from, who was it? I know the name, Night Owl. They're really nice. They're kind of overpowered though. I don't recommend using them if you want a challenge, because these do put out a lot of power. The only reason I'm using them is to kind of make things go a little smoother and save us some time, and to kind of make things look a little better in the end as well. They help. But I am just going to place these... You know what? To kind of counteract how powerful they are, I'm just going to put it right there. That way, they have a high risk of getting destroyed, and it makes it a little more fair. Sound fair? I think so. I'm only going to need one, basically. And they start off with quite a bit. But now we can turn our event controller back on as well, because I don't know... Yeah, we're already through that stone, so... And we're almost out of iron again. But that should help us. Drill is off. Piston is still off. There we go. Still sounds like we have some power issues. So once we get that battery up and going, it will be nice. And looks like it's just the 20 power cells we're waiting on. There we go. And now we are waiting on these. Let's get those first. What is our piston at? 10 meters. So our piston is maxed out. Okay. So let's go ahead and reverse it. Now what I do want to do is get a couple of these drills on the outside put on. Problem is, I'm gonna have to clear out some space. Shouldn't be too much though, because as long as I can place them on these large grid blocks, I should be able to place them on the other drill. Alright, we should have all of our bits. There we go. And I did place, I know it's hard to see, there we go, 4 more drills. So we should be in the clear for a nice size hole when we're done. The first thing we're going to do though is we're going to group these drills. Do that. We don't need to see them in the terminal because just don't need to. They only have one control, which is on and off. Now what we're going to do is go into our event controller and go to our actions. Go back to our first one by doing control 1. Actually, no, control 2. I was already on it. That is my bad. We are going to remove these. And instead, we are going to go to the groups and drills and toggle off and then back on. This is going to start all of the drills instead of just that one. Sound good? I think so. And I am leaving the one on here, even though it didn't reach all that far. Just so we can get a nice clear path for these drills and everything stays the same. The other thing we are going to do is go into our piston, and then we are going to increase very little our impulse on both of these. Basically just like that. What that's going to do is the max impulse axis is going to change how strong it pushes these pistons along, or these drills along. The other option, impulse non-axis, is the up, down, left, and right strength. So whatever direction is not straight, it's going to try and keep this piston in a straight line. Hope that makes sense. And now, all we have to do is turn them on. Oh yeah, we do have to put this to move, though. Are you moving, is the question. Or did you just immediately fill up the stone? Yeah, probably. Small cargo container. No? Ooh. It might be... The piston might be too strong. Or not strong enough. Are you just stuck on something? Shouldn't be. Let me turn the drills off for a second. Turn all of that off. And I think it's these drills being stuck. Just because of their sheer weight, drills are heavy. So it might be just falling down and not able to skid them across those. We'll see. And your question might be, how do you get out of there? I squeeze. Huh. Yeah. Alright. Now, if my short legs, there we go. Can get back up there. Drills back up. Piston. Not moving. Okay. Drill piston. Do I need to explode you? Nope, there we go. Ooh, you need to turn back up now. And then our piston needs to go back to really slow, because we have 5 drills doing the work of 1, basically. There we go. Because these drills can't clear out all that much. Well, before they start moving, I should say. You have to make sure the body of them is at least clear. Which it looks like we might have got. Cool. And then we can tidy up any edges when we actually start putting in blocks. Which is fine. As far as stone goes, we are keeping up. Our cargo container isn't even close to being full. Cool. I think we're okay. The only other thing I want to do, this is a mod that I like to use. That's just not the regular LCD that I want. That is. Basically just in front of this assembler, because I can't put anything here anyway. Well, anything production-wise. Oh, I might have finally had the stuff for my battery. Forgot about that for a second. There we go. Beautiful. Now, I do want some interior plate, right? Yeah. If you don't know, when you look at the right at the parts that you need to place something, the one on the bottom is the one you need to place the object. Whatever it be. So it could be like a piston, assembler, refinery, LCDs, that long lost picture of your cousin 3 times removed. All needs to be there. And that should give us a nice size hole to play with, too. Be able to actually build some stuff and get some stuff done. Cool. This will be our last wind turbine. For now, anyway. Now I have to get these out of the way so it can work efficiently. But as we get our materials here taken back, what we're going to do is basically start planning this out and start figuring out what we want it to look like. Because we have a hole here. Of course, it's basically middle of the night. But we have a good start. I mean, this place is going to get a lot bigger. That is for sure. No doubt about it. No way around it. So, what I'm going to do next is kind of just work my way around. I'll probably take these drills, flip them up on end or outwards, and make this hole a little bit bigger, and get us a layout going in here. We want an actual refinery, we want all that kind of stuff, but we're also going to need to take our rover, maybe fit it with an ore detector, and go find some actual ores, because we got some neat stuff to kind of help with that, and make sure that's all automated and stuff like that. So it'll be nice to see, be cool to use, and hopefully I can show it off to you guys if you don't know about it. But that is going to be in the next episode. Right now I got some cleaning up to do and some rearranging and a big hole to drill, and you guys don't need to see that. So without further ado, we're going to end it here. Been one hell of a ride. You can't really see me. Hey, my face kind of glows actually. Maybe we'll see you next time. If you have enjoyed this so far, be sure to subscribe and like the video. Let me know you've actually enjoyed it. Let me know what you think we should actually end up doing down in the comments, or what you think the plan is going to be. I hope to see your thoughts, and, well, I'll chat with you down in there. Thank you everyone for coming out. You all have a nice day, and we'll catch you all next time. Have a good night, everybody.